Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. The political drama in Karnataka is at a critical juncture and it looks like something has to give. The contest between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister Shivakumar has intensified into an open public challenge, forcing the Congress top brass into a difficult corner. Frantic discussions are underway both in Bengaluru and in New Delhi. Several MLAs loyal to Shivakumar have travelled to Delhi to press their case, while Siddaramaiah has appealed to the national leadership to resolve the ongoing confusion. Now, the party chief has dropped the facade of suggesting that there is no issue and has finally accepted that the problem will be fixed. But when? A decisive resolution remains elusive. What is preventing the Congress leadership from taking a firm stand? And can it allow the internal complications to fester? After all, they have seen this play out in other states, sometimes with disastrous consequences. And what does it say about the decision-making and crisis-solving in the Congress that despite their repeated commands, leaders on ground are unwilling to stay quiet? That and more coming up with our guests in just a bit. So who are the protagonists, the newsmakers as far as this Karnataka political fight is concerned? Actually, it's not just two people anymore. There's of course Siddaramaiah, current Chief Minister, confident of continuing for his entire term, asserting his leadership within the party. Shivakumar hasn't really said anything problematic or challenging in public, but he is, or his camp is, continuing to press pressure for his name as the Chief Minister's next Chief Minister. Adding to the mix now is of course Satish Jarkioli, emerging as some sort of a third contender, not just for the post of Chief Minister, but also being pitted as Siddaramaiah's successor in the party, which is further, of course, alienating Shivakumar. Now, the decision makers in the central leadership are caught between balancing interests of the two main contenders while trying to maintain stability in the state and avoid damage to the party. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge is wary of damage that Siddaramaiah, for example, can cause if Shivakumar is chosen as the next Chief Minister. For now, he is adopting a more neutral stance. Now, Sonia Gandhi is another major decision maker, has been adopting a balancing approach, doesn't really want to set a precedent so that there can be reruns or upheavals in other states because of what is done in Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi, key decision maker, seems to be aggrieved by the constant infighting in the case, has been more or less in favor of the younger generation taking up positions for the top job. In this case, that would be Shivakumar. Meanwhile, Priyanka Gandhi also seemingly backs Shivakumar for his organizational skills, but is of the view that a change is only viable if it comes without a fallout. And can it? Now, that's the big question. The party top brass faces a tricky balancing act in Karnataka. Several possible scenarios could shape the state's political future. If Siddaramaiah completes his term, there is a real risk of alienating Shivakumar and his entire camp, which could lead to internal sabotage, unrest within the party. If Shivakumar is made the Chief Minister mid-term, Siddaramaiah loyalists could push back strongly, potentially triggering a revolt that could destabilize the party from within again. But here's the conundrum. Any further delay in taking a decision risks governance paralysis, erodes public trust, and could even lead to defections, undermining the party's position ultimately in the state. Again, remember, the current internal conflict in Karnataka is not an isolated incident, but a reoccurring pattern across multiple states for the Congress party, demonstrating a consistent problem in Congress decision-making or the so-called high command decisions. A prolonged and bitter power struggle between veteran Ashok Gehlot and younger leader Sachin Pilot nearly threatened the party and the government in Rajasthan. In Himachal, senior leader Vikramaditya Singh resigned as the minister, claiming the Sukhu government had humiliated him and disrespected his father's legacy. An open rift emerged between Balasaheb Thorat and Nana Patole in Maharashtra. Thorat eventually resigned from his post as the CLP, citing his inability to work with Patole. A persistent power tussle between T.S. Singh Deo and Bhupesh Baghel played out in Chhattisgarh over the same 2.5-year formula for the CM post, which was allegedly not honoured. And who can forget Madhya Pradesh, where Congress paid dearly, losing the government after a major power struggle between then Chief Minister Kamal Nath and Jyotiraditya Scindia, with the latter finally pulling the plug on the government and breaking away to the BJP. So So that brings us to the big question we're asking today. With this latest battle playing out between two party stalwarts, Sidda and DKS, how long can the Congress High Command let it fester and what consequences can that have? That's coming up with our guests.
Party strong to see that we come back to power in 2028 and 2029.
ಹೈ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಆದೇಶ ಅಂತಿಮ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ರಾಹುಲ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ
ऐसे समस्याओं को हम सुलझाएंगे. हम हाईकमांड के लोग, मैं हूँ, हमारे राहुल जी हैं, हमारे नेता श्रेष्ठ नेता सोनिया गांधी जी हैं.
Let's go across to our guest joining us. S. Prakash, spokesperson, Karnataka BJP, will be with us. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, is joining us. Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist, and R.K. Upadhyay, senior journalist based in Karnataka, is also with us. R.K. Upadhyay, I want to begin with you. A lot has been said of the statements that have come in public today, but they have also come on the back of that quote-unquote secret meeting between D.K. Shivakumar and Satish Jarkioli last night. What do you read into all of this?
Well, a lot of dramatic things are happening, and they're moving at a very fast rate. Shivakumar, I think, is really pushing it really hard. We can see that from all corners, he's ensuring that there's some reaction is coming. Only for the first time, Rahul Gandhi has reacted to his request for a meeting. And he says, please wait, I'll call you. So we don't know when he's going to call, but anyway, that's a good sign for him. And secondly, he's also thrown a little bomb saying that there was a secret pact, but only 5-6 people know it, but I don't want to get into the details. It's a confidential one. So, he's really upping the ante. And yesterday's meeting with Jarkioli, I'm sure it has something to do with having some kind of a deal with him. Jarkioli is
and that deal would be what? That Jarkioli supports D.K. Shivakumar now, and in 2028, Jarkioli can be seen as the chief ministerial candidate.
You see, the possibility of Siddaramaiah pushing Jarkioli's candidature for chief ministership cannot be ruled out to keep Shivakumar out. So it is possible that, Shivakumar has gone there to convince him that, he should let him be this time. And, he wants to have a deal there. So we have always seen that when there is a, very strong rival, somebody else is pushed forward. We know what happened when Devegowda and Ramakrishna Hegde fought, and Ramakrishna Hegde pushed Bombai's candidature. These things happen in politics, and I have a feeling that Shivakumar was trying to preempt Siddaramaiah's move to push Jarkioli for the CM's post.
But Rashid Kidwai, you do see the fact that some decision has to be taken, something has to give, because this cannot be allowed to fester any longer.
Thank you, Shivani. Shivani, I think that is more of your view, I would say. As far as the Congress central leadership is concerned, they just want to buy time. I think, as my dear friend Mr. Upadhyay was saying, you see, if Rahul Gandhi has spoken to D.K. Shivakumar, he would come, sometime in December, and Rahul Gandhi would seek some time, that give me time till Kerala election or something like that. So May 2026, I've been saying that with the time when there will be another bid to sort of, dislodge Siddaramaiah, and hopefully the Congress leadership, if they win Kerala elections, assembly elections, then they will be better placed to take a decisive action. Till then, and one thing is very clear, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar is not going to vacate seat for someone else. He is for himself. Even if he has to wait for 6 months, 8 months, a year, he is not a Sachin pilot. He would put a lot of pressure, and he would make things very difficult for the high command. So it's not, you can keep administering, homeopathy medicine, methi guli to Shivakumar. Shivakumar means business. He's very business-like, and I would give him just 6 months. After 6 months, he'll run out of patience.
In fact, when Mr. Upadhyay suggested that there could be a plan for Jarkioli in 2028, I personally feel I could be wrong, that D.K. Shivakumar would not like to give up 2028 just now. I think there's a lot of time to go,
and
and
I don't
he's
think
here
he'll
to
wait for
stay.
6 months either. I don't think he'll wait for 6 months either.
Okay.
Rashid, he's in a hurry. He's in a hurry.
Yes. No, so I wanted to ask Rashid Kidwai this before I move on. What difference does Kerala make in all of this? I mean, and why would anybody buy the argument that you wait till Kerala? Earlier you wait till Bihar, now till Kerala, then it will be something else. And what difference does it make how well or badly Congress does to the internal politics in Karnataka?
See, Shivani, for to take any decisive action, the leadership needs some kind of, strength, some kind of support, some kind of heft. The political heft of the Congress leadership, that Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge included, has fallen drastically since, Bihar debacle. So therefore, they want to look at a thing, and again, my friend Mr. Upadhyay will say will have a better knowledge of it. See, it is not just between between Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar. There are other players, and players who are very important, and they also tilt, so to say, political equation. Now they are also contenders. So it is very difficult for Rahul Gandhi to just remove Siddaramaiah and take a crown, so to say, D.K. Shivakumar, if it was a part of any deal. And that is where he needs some kind of political victory and some kind of strength, some kind of heft. At this point of time, Shivani, as things stand, one side or other, if they refuse to resign or toe the leadership line, then there is a very serious and a real threat of fall of Congress government in Karnataka, and that will be real suicidal and harakiri.
Yeah, can that happen? I'll come back to that question in just a bit, but I want to go across to Akashdeep Muni. What does it say about the Congress decision making, particularly this often used term of high command, when in state after state the situation keeps playing out? Isn't it reflecting that the Gandhis or whatever are the leadership or the people around them, they're just making a mockery of any problem that exists within the Congress party, and this has been a long-standing issue?
No, Shivani, every time Karnataka has been a very good example, not only for Congress but also for Bharatiya Janata Party. There is infighting, there is yearn for the Chief Minister post. You remember in October 2020, there was the infighting between Basavagowda Patil Yatnal versus B.S. Yedurappa, where Basavagowda Yatnal clearly said that B.S. Yedurappa won't stay CM for long. He later escalated in recent years, and recently also he said that Yedurappa does not belong to the Lingayat community. There is clear infighting between BJP Karnataka, and similar things has been seen in Congress side also. But the high command in Congress is trying to fester it. For example, Randeep Singh Surjewala clearly said that they have met the Karnataka Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister, and they found out that this is a maligning campaign, and I'm quoting him. This is a maligning campaign by BJP Karnataka.
I don't think this argument flies that this has something to do with the BJP. In fact, good you mentioned Randeep Surjewala. He's one amongst many leaders of the Congress party that have clearly come out to say repeatedly, don't speak on this issue, don't speak on this issue, and this has been going on for 6 months. And yet the leaders on ground don't listen to them. Yes, Mr. Muni?
See, one thing I must say, that MLAs and MPs will have their say. You remember in Maharashtra also, Shinde was speaking against the regional leadership, the Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis. He went to Amit Shah to speak against him.
But he was from a different party. These were not two parties, two leaders of the same party fighting.
Also, Yatnal also spoke against Yedurappa, and now recently, 1 month ago, he again spoke. So these things will happen. You cannot control
but
MLAs.
You cannot have this happening repeatedly in state after state. Plus, in the state of Karnataka, this has virtually been shadowing the government for the last 2.5 years. Right? Since the very beginning, it has been shadowing. These murmurs of 2.5-year CM change keep happening. And the consequence of this, Akashdeep Muni, is that of course the BJP gets an opportunity to say that you don't care about governance at all. Karnataka has real governance issues right now.
See, we have seen that the Karnataka exchequer was in serious debt when Congress took over. Now the situation is better. If you compare the figures, I'm talking only on facts and data. Now the data says that the exchequer is a bit in a stronger position. The social empowerment deliverables has been better in the Congress government. That's the data says. But regarding the power tussle, yes, the Congress should have mend their ways. They should not have brought it into fore. They should have controlled the MLAs. But it happens in Karnataka. It happened in the Yedurappa's time. It happens now. But Yedurappa's time, it was much more intensive. And it is not limited to Karnataka only. You see Himachal, you see Rajasthan, you see everywhere. But there has been infighting.
There has been infighting, but there is a clear difference between how the BJP leadership is able to handle them and how the Congress leadership is able to handle them. I'll come back, I'll circle to our experts in just a bit. But S. Prakash, our spokesperson of Karnataka BJP, is also joining us. Are you sensing that these are troubled waters, Mr. Prakash? Do you feel that this government could be in danger because of what is happening?
No, government is in danger or not. It is for the Congress party to bother about it. As an opposition party, we want this government to give a good governance. People voted them with 140 seats out of 225. And we have been seeing this serial fight between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar camp repeatedly, one attacking each other and claiming that agreement was reached that DK Shivakumar will be the chief minister after 2.5 years, and other camps saying, no, Siddaramaiah will be the chief minister for 5 years. See, we are not bothered who will be the chief minister of Congress party here. We are more interested in resolving the issues of people. People are looking with lot of problems. There are farmer problem, there is law and order problem. There are several issues bothering them. The Congress promised 2.5 lakh jobs in the government sector in their manifesto. Not 250 jobs have not been provided so far, and it is now hanging in court. And in every front, the government has failed. And my other friend is saying the governance is wonderful and the data is very rosy. And I don't know where data he has collected. More than 6 lakh crore debt we have on our head. Only guarantee schemes are talked about. No infrastructure, no any work related to the people benefit. Nothing is happening in Karnataka. Let them list out whatever the good work they have done in the past 2.5 years. Only they speak about the say 5 guarantees, and the Guru Lakshmi for the last 4 or 5 months they have not delivered even a single rupee to the women whom they promised. 700 crore rupees milk subsidy is pending to the milk those who are supplying milk to the government dairy, and likewise KSRTC and BMTC are not being paid on time, and every institution is collapsing, and government is busy fighting themselves and resolving their issues, and they are more bothered about who would be the chief minister. One group says Dalit chief minister we should have, other group says DK Shivakumar should be the chief minister, and one more group now Satish Jarkioli, maybe I don't know, they Ahinda group they call themselves, they want to quote our BJP rule and things like that, because when we ruled badly and we were thrown out of the government, you were given the mandate to rule the state.
Yeah.
140
How does it
seats.
look
What are
when
you
it
doing?
keeps happening in state after state? Rashid Kidwai, is it fair for Akashdeep Muni to say that, these are just things that happen in all parties? Or is there a clear distinction to be made in the way, for example, BJP currently can handle its internal differences versus the Congress party? I'm comparing these two because these are the two national parties.
Yeah. So Shivani, we must remember this is a kind of crisis of its own creation. This is not today the Constitution Day. What does Constitution say? That the chief minister will be elected from a party that has won the power, enjoying the confidence of MLAs, and the term is for 5 years. There is no provision for rotational chief minister 2.5. This is an internal arrangement, whether such arrangement was there or not. Second thing is that where is the will of MLAs? Why can't Rahul Gandhi send Surjewala and one more person and do a head count? I'm not sure whether DK Shivakumar has at this point of time or not, But what I'm saying is, they can always say that, look, this is the numbers. The numbers were not counted, Shivani, when in 2023, when Siddaramaiah was elected. The numbers are not being counted today. So, the Congress, first thing they should do is to go back to basics. Now, to say that, the BJP does it and all, I think, first of all, the political stature of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah is very different. It is like what used to happen during the time of Indira Gandhi and to some extent even Rajiv Gandhi's time. And second thing is, Mr. Modi and Shah, they take great care of, when a chief minister is appointed, let's say in what happened in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh and in Madhya Pradesh, there is no disquiet.
Yeah.
There was some disquiet about Yogi Adityanath, but that disquiet was tackled and in a transparent manner. In the Congress, nobody knows.
Yeah.
See, what is the mandate of Mr. Randeep Surjewala? If he is General Secretary in charge, he should have managed this crisis. And look at Mr. Kharge; he is a Congress president. He is not able to manage crisis. A Congress, the CPP chairperson Sonia Gandhi, she is unable to manage crisis. So I am saying it makes very bad optics. It looks this disquiet, and I think every member of this panel would agree. This is bad optics and uncalled for.
Yes, Akashdev Puri, can you discount anything that Rashid Kidwai is saying? I mean, you have to accept that the Gandhis, haven't handled this very well. Maybe the way that they thought that our word will just go prior to 2014 is not the situation today. Today, state leaders want their pound of flesh, and it has to be tackled either more tactfully or with more grace to say, okay, whoever deserves it needs to get it. You cannot, keep a decision pending. I don't think that's how it works. And this optics of state leaders wanting an audience with Rahul Gandhi, waiting days and weeks for that audience to happen. This is not how even Amit Shah would behave in the BJP.
No, it happens in BJP as well. You can check. But main point is why this is happening in Congress. Why it is not managed. Why the chief minister and deputy chief ministers are having a squabble. Shivani, you have to understand that when there is a party which is winning election after election, then the central leadership is never questioned. When it happens that a party has been brought to only 3 states, there will be some MLAs, some MPs who would be having their internal wanting the pound of flesh. Now, regarding the figures, the BJP was saying that their figures are very good. 2020-21, BJP ruling, 20.4% was the unemployment rate.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't quite delve into this. This isn't about the governance at all, although optically it suggests that leaders are more concerned about what's happening. Priyanka Kharge is in Delhi, for example, right? And some rumors said he was called by Rahul Gandhi for this issue. He's saying, I've come here for other reasons, and why should I not come and show him what we have done with some I think it was some computing thing that they have working on in Karnataka. But yes, R.K. Upadhyay, the problem is that this promise of 2.5 years, maybe somebody came up in the Congress party thinking this is a great formula, we can keep all sides happy, but this has become an albatross around their neck.
Absolutely. Rashid was just now saying that why isn't, Kharge solving this problem? Thing is, does he have the power to do it? He doesn't.
So who has the power?
He says that I'm not the High Command. It will be left to the High Command. The High Command will decide.
But High Command also doesn't seem to have any power or sway right now. So who has the power?
So those who have the power are missing. Or they're missing in action. They need to come forward and take decisions. So obviously now some indication has come. 29th or so, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, wherever she is, probably the report says that she will reach Delhi on 28th. But where is she? I mean, these are all very secretive moments, and we don't know what's happening in the Congress. And so if she's back, and then if she's ready to call these 2 people to, talk to them, only then it can be resolved. A time has come when Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar have to be called, and then, across the table, this has to be discussed by the High Command. So only then I think it can be resolved. Otherwise,
I don't know what they're waiting for. There would, if you cannot come to a solution, I can understand that it's a conundrum you can't solve. But it doesn't seem like they're working on it.
They just want to postpone it. And as Rashid was saying, please wait till the Kerala elections are over. But what is the guarantee that Congress will win in Kerala?
Yeah.
So what happens if the Congress loses in Kerala? See, right now you have the excuse of saying that, oh, we lost Bihar and we are in a very bad state, so let the Kerala happen. We'll be on upper this thing.
Because you are in
Morale
power
will
in
be
only
on.
3
So
states, as Akashdev Muni said, common sense tells me you should pay even more attention to those 3 states. You should not allow these issues to fester that could challenge the government or the party unity in the state.
absolutely. Right now, there are only 3 states, and the most important is Karnataka.
Yeah.
Where we have the resources and people with resources, politicians with resources who can, help the party, fight the elections
Okay.
across the country.
So,
And if you're letting it, yeah.
So, S. Prakash, would you be willing, now the speculation is what next for DK Shivakumar, would you be willing to offer him the chief ministerial post?
That is not our job. We have been asked by the people of Karnataka to sit in the opposition and fight for the rights of the people. And we are not bothered who becomes the chief minister, either Siddaramaiah or DK Shivakumar or anyone else. The Congress High Command has become low command. They have no control over the state unit. Surjewala sitting in Delhi, dictating terms to the Congress MLAs here. It's not working. Many of the Congress MLAs are already sitting in Delhi seeking appointment with their president or Rahul Gandhi to resolve this issue. And as BJP, as an opposition party, our focus, as I said earlier, it is only about the pro-people governance, not about the chief ministership candidature. We are not supporting any of the group. We support only the people, grievances and their problems.
You will not fish in troubled waters as BJP has done in some states in the past?
See, they were past that it has happened. Now the Congress has got 140 seats. They should rule, and we are winning state after state after 2024 Lok Sabha polls. And when the time comes in the Karnataka, also BJP will come back with the full majority. Why should we fish in the troubled water? We do not want to have any say in this.
Okay, now, Rashid Kidwai, before I end this very quickly, do you think resignations or a revolt can happen if, for example, R.K. Padhya was of the opinion DK Shivakumar will not wait 6 months? Do you think he will press the envelope? Could resignations or a split happen before that?
Yeah, so I think first of all, Mr. Prakash's innocence is rather charming. See, there is no opening. Once there is an opening, then Shivani, I think the BJP will go for the kill without waiting for anything. At this point of time, Shivani, from my understanding, Mr. DK Shivakumar has sort of given some kind of assurance to Rahul Gandhi that he would want to see Rahul Gandhi as Prime Minister in 2029. And in return, Rahul Gandhi is saying, you wait, I will, make you some, Chief Minister.
This
before
sounds amazing. Rashid Kidwai, can I just say this sounds amazing?
Yeah. So yesterday we had discussed this Kali Pulao.
Talking about Rahul becoming a PM in 2029, which is 4 years to go. And in return, they will offer him the chief
DK is on record to say that. DK is on record. So DK is a loyalist as far as, we are talking today on the 26th of November. We don't know what will happen. So Congress, he wants to encash that, his commitment and loyalty towards Congress and Gandhi family. Okay. How long will it continue? We do not know.
All right. I'll leave it at that. I do thank all of our guests for joining us.